Hello my loves, and welcome back to Let's Play Castlevania Symphony of the Night. I have been told, and I think it's probably correct, that the one I played, the version, or rather the game I played on the Game Boy Advance may have not been this. It may have actually been Harmony of Dissonance. I think that's the one I did play, you know. I'm fairly certain that is the one. The reason I think that is there are certain things that have surprised me in this game. There are things that I don't seem to remember, or certainly not remember that well. So, yeah, I think it's entirely possible that may have been the one, because that also starred Alucard as the protagonist. I'm just making sure. I'm using the Alucard sword and not the Alucard one, so that should be all right. That should be okay. What armor are we wearing as well? Is it the walk armor? Yes, that should be fine. Because that, I'm fairly certain that is it becomes the best armor in the game once you've filled in a certain amount of the map. So we're okay at the moment. We're okay. There's not a great deal left to do or explore in this castle now. We're nearly there, ladies and gents. We are nearly there. I'm fairly certain there is a way of opening up the area beneath the clock, as there is in the, or above the clock as it would be in this one. Ow, that gets me every single bloody time. Every single time, ladies and gents. Now, I'm going to go across to the outer wall there, the outer tower. Every time. Every time. I should just change it to the bat, shouldn't I? And just fly over this nonsense. I really should. Whoop. Yes, I definitely should. Aha! Deftly avoided there, I suppose. And are we going the right way? Yes, I believe. I hope. No, we're not. Crap. So, yes, I believe it may have been Harmony of Dissonance that I played, which is very similar to this one, but isn't quite the same. Not quite the same. Ah! Didn't get me that time. But yeah, we're pretty close to the end. I'm gonna keep the holy water. I like the holy water. Ah! Aha! There's not much left to do. There are a couple of bosses, one of which has a bit of Dracula. The last bit, I believe. And then there's the big guy. There's that big thing that we died horribly to earlier on, which is the hardest boss in the game. Not meant to be defeated in the usual fashion, basically. It's one of those bosses that assumes that you're going to min-max and go mental with it. That you know how the game works and how to chintz it. I don't, in that regard. I know there are ways of making Alucard basically invulnerable. There are ways of making every hit he delivers phenomenal. But I do not know what they are, so I won't pretend to. I'm really just playing the game because I like playing it. Hello? New corridor. Always nice. I like the way they die. Their death animation is really unnecessarily elaborate. As a lot of them are in this game. I know that originally this game was criticized for its two dimensions rather than going 3D. I find that a little sad, to be honest. Just because the PlayStation was capable of going 3D doesn't mean that it necessarily had to. Oh, hello, here he is! It's one of the classic Castlevania bosses, Frankenstein's monster. A little bit souped up in this version, as you can see. I love all the wires and things in the back. I'll be honest, I don't like the fact that he does this. I think it's really silly. I think it's really, really silly and kind of robs him of a little bit of dignity. I do like the big hammer, though. The big hammer's cool. Also, he's a bit of a shit boss. He's very easy indeed. Very easy. I don't know why you did that, Alucard, but fair enough. Even easier. There, that's it. He's done. That's the end of him. And I believe the Tooth of Vlad. And I think that's it. I think that's every piece of Vlad Tepes, our daddy, gotten. So now we can potentially go and fight the big Drac himself. I'm not going to do it just yet, because I'm fairly certain there are lots of things that we have to do. Things we have to explore, for one thing. There are bits of the castle that we haven't explored. There's obviously the big bad boss upstairs that we need to defeat. Oh, it's a save room, isn't that nice? So we will save, yes. Probably should have done that before, really. There we are. Also, we could do with being a little bit stronger before we fight Daddy. It was a brave decision, really, for this game to cast a non-Belmont, to cast Alucard as the protagonist, because people were used to, whether, you know, there were a few games before this where you didn't play a Belmont, but people were used to there being a Belmont in the title role of the Castlevania games. It could have very easily not paid off. What is fascinating is that originally, the game did suffer from some pretty bad reviews. Which is sad. I think that's really bloody sad, I've got to say. Hello? Oh, I love this area. This is the library. It's the inverse library. And there is a motif here. See if you can guess what it is. So we've got a lion there, okay? A very strange lion enemy. Keep your eye on the enemies and see if you can guess what the motif of this area is. Shmoo, a scarecrow, and a lion. You getting it, yeah? I mean, it's an odd scarecrow. It's not the classic depiction of the scarecrow, but yeah. Lion and a scarecrow? Getting it yet? You will, don't worry. It becomes overt in a little moment. Oh yeah, by the way, all the enemies here are... It's the Tin Man! Yeah, it's the Wizard of Oz. It's such a strange motif. Such an odd little motif, but I love it. That's the theme of the Inverse Library, the Wizard of Oz. How very peculiar. And here is the Inverse Library. Not with a man sat upside down, thankfully. But yeah, isn't it so? It's such a weird theme for this area and for this game. It's kind of frippery. It's kind of whimsy, and this area is totally optional. By the way, you do not need to do this area at all. It's just an area to visit and to explore and to enjoy, which is kind of nice, really. Another save point. There's going to be a lot of saving in this one, clearly. Especially if we go and fight the big guy upstairs. Or Dracula. We may go and do that too. And yes, he does do his whole sort of "you haven't seen my true form yet" thing, which he does in all the games. It's a big area, this, as well. As big as it is in... Oh, that's a slightly different one. Oh, that's actually, of course, Vlad the Impaler. So they've interpreted the Scarecrow in a very particular way there. Very clever. Very clever. I like that a lot. Who'd have thought there'd be a way of aesthetically linking Vlad the Impaler and the Wizard of Oz? Very clever. I like it a lot. I also like the odd take on the Tin Man. Yeah, I want to explore this whole area, actually. It's fun. What's down here? Okay, what have we got here? A neutron bomb. I have no idea what that does. Aha! And a weapon? Baudelaire. I don't know what that does. Is it a decent weapon? Is it better than what we've got right now? No, it's not. It's actually considerably worse. Power increases with gameplay. Okay, so I imagine that we could become the best weapon in the game. So what if I put that on our offhand and just let it accrue? Will that work? Will that work, I wonder? Let's see. That's quite grim, isn't it, actually? I never noticed before, but that's pretty damn grim. Yeah, so you've got the Cowardly Lion, the Scarecrow, and the Tin Man. Just reinterpreted in a very sort of Vlad the Impaler way. That Sword Familiar should be doing well in terms of experience at the moment. It should be quite high level now because we've been using him a lot. He's certainly most people's favourite from what I can gather. You utter swine. Oh, you're not getting away. No way. You die. Well, again, by the looks of you. Thank you, Sword Familiar. Okay. Also, I imagine the Walk Armor's doing pretty well at the moment. I mean, we have covered a hell of a lot of both this castle and the original one. God, the Cowardly Lion is pretty useless, isn't he? Pretty damn useless. But the Wizard of Oz, it's so cool. It's just a shame there isn't a Wicked Witch or a Dorothy or something like that. Yeah, you can tell the Walk Armor's doing well. We aren't taking much damage at all. Mightily interesting area, this. We will go back because there's a big area down there we haven't explored either. Anything up here? No? No. So how good is that Baudelaire? Or Baudelaire? What is this, Lemony Snicket? No, I don't want the watch. Not right now. Ah, yes, I remember this area. Aha! And what have we here? The Starlight. What does that do? Let's have a peek. Strengthens the power of Cross. I can see how that could be useful. I see how that could potentially be useful. Okay. But yeah, there's nothing that significant here. It's just a fun little area. I also believe it's quite high level as well. It's good for grinding. If, you know, you're of a mind, which I'm not. Most definitely not. Okay, so if we head back through this way, we can go and explore that large area. And once again... Yay! Excellent. But yes, if people do want me to do all the secrets on this game, I will do them. I don't think it's entirely necessary myself. There's not much we haven't done thus far, just little things, just little sort of Easter eggs and things. God, this area is enormous. Aha! I do love them. They're lots of fun. And also, not as annoying as the Medusa heads. Well, not quite as annoying, anyway. Ah. I also love the fact the Cowardly Lion actually backs away from you. That's really quite cool. Aha! Aha! Damn it. Gotcha. But yes, it's not, it's an area that you don't even have to visit. It is totally optional. And it's huge. It's absolutely enormous. Oh, there's just another way through there. So let's head down and just fill in the map, shall we? Just so the walk armor gets even better. I mean, we are basically invulnerable now. There are not many enemies that can do us mega damage. Apart from some of the nastier bosses, of course. Ow. Yeah, he is useless, isn't he? Ah. It does seem as though they were given a lot of lenience with the design of this one. From what I understand, that is actually the case. The design team were given more or less free rein with it. They did not expect it to do well. For some reason, Konami did not expect it to do well. So they were allowed to experiment. They were allowed to do something really quite deviant with it, which is lovely, is it not? Oh, okay. So maybe this area was significant in the castle upstairs, but not in this one. Or maybe there's a secret unlocked there if you fulfill certain criteria. I don't know. For now, it will be a dead end. Hello? Now, he could do us some damage. Definitely. But yeah, I'm fairly certain it was Harmony of Dissonance that I played, you know? Fairly certain of it. What's through here? Potions. Okay. Interesting. And I think that's pretty much it for the library. Okay. So we've only got one very small area to explore now, which I believe is a teleport room. Actually, if we go this way, then we can head up the way. That would be useful. May as well kill everything on the way. It's all experience, isn't it? It's got some very nice action RPG elements, this one. I like the fact that, yeah, you can do stuff like grind, you can fight all the enemies if you want, but you don't have to. The game doesn't force you to do that. Not in the same way that most RPGs of the era did. Like, for example, if you want to beat a lot of the bosses in, say, Final Fantasy 7 or 8, you do need to do a little bit of grinding. You need to be off particular levels in order to be able to defeat them. That said, it is kind of fun. Because everything, it has the flow and it has the feeling, the sort of game feedback of an action game, of an action platformer. So you don't necessarily mind so much. You know, the RPGs of the era, as much as I loved them, and I did, you know, I was a big fan of the likes of Final Fantasy 7 and whatnot when I was of the age, which was about 14 at the time. They were very plodding. The battle systems, as much as I loved them back then, they're very, very sort of pedestrian. You know, you sit around waiting for your turn quite a lot, deciding your tactics, what spell to cast next, and so on and so forth. You don't really do that here. Everything's a little bit more real-time, which is nice. Ah. Okay, nearly there. Nothing in there that we need? Nope. Okay, I believe this is a teleport chamber. So that will allow us to get wherever we need to be, really. And I think where we need to be... Oh, there is an area we haven't explored up there. there is an area we haven't explored up in the... I believe it's in the equivalent of the catacombs. So let's go and have a look, shall we? It's probably another one of these. Okay, nope, we don't want to be here. I don't think there's anything more to explore here, so let's go again. Now where are we? No, no. I see nothing here that we really need. Okay. So, once again we go. Now where are we? That's more like it. That's a little bit more like it. We are closer to where we need to be. So, let's go and have a look, shall we? Which way do we need to go? Another CD corridor. So very silly. Hello? Right, so we want to continue this way. Oh, it's a nasty psychic skeleton. We don't like them. Is this where we do need to go? Yeah, this is it. This is the way. And this way. So weird to think that this is so close to the beginning of the game. Aha! What the hell is that? Oh, it's the dodo bird. Love those guys. Still like the holy water better. Ow. Aha. I like the way they fall to bits. Those things. And from here, we need to head up the way. Zip. Yes, we're heading back up into the catacombs. Because we're nearly done. We are so very nearly done. And we want to head... Where do we want to head? We want to head this way. Yep, that's right. Ah. I love this ice cavern area. I liked it in the castle below as well. It's just a nice way of varying what could have been a very samey area without it. Oh, fuck. Missed. Oh, well. I like the fact that now we're not hurt by water. We did, by the way, I did go and get the artifact from the castle below. Took me a while to find it, though. It's very well hidden. Very well hidden. You have to break a floor in this area in order to find it. Basically, what happens is you find the Charon, the boatman, and he ferries you across a body of water, and the artifact is at the end. It's a snorkel. It's actually a snorkel. It's kind of an elaborate joke. Oh well, at least Alucard actually can swim, say I. Not like, say, Sonic the Hedgehog. Okay, yeah, so there are a couple of areas up here we haven't explored. One of which contains a very, 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 very nasty boss indeed. Ah! Gaibon. Loves him. Still one of my favourites, I've got to say. I love Slugrar and Gaibon. Really do. I like the music in here as well. There's a very subtle sort of moan in it. It's almost like a child or something moaning. It's really quite distressing. This is where we fought Death. Yeah, there's an area up here that we haven't got through or haven't opened or whatever. And Slugrar's just weird. He's a very strange creature indeed. This is where we fought Death himself and won. Yeah, he was a bit shit, really, wasn't he? To be honest. Ow. Death was not that impressive. He really wasn't. I do remember one of the areas here is really annoying. And annoying enemies, you just have to put up with it in a Castlevania game. There are annoying enemies, it's part and parcel. Up here. Up this way. We did not explore this way last time. So let's go and do it now. Oh, don't want that. No, 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 no. You can stay as you are. No elaboration, please. Oh, this leads to another area. Oh, yes. Of course, it would be a teleportation chamber, wouldn't it? Of course it would. That's actually really useful. Really useful. So we can access this much more easily now. And now we have only one hurdle, which is the big bad secret boss, who is a pest. But we will do him. With a bit of luck. Maybe not in this video, but we will do him. What is it the sword actually says? I can't make it out. The way it exclaims itself. No, fair enough. Okie dokes. I do recall this area being a bit of a bitch. Last time. So let's see how we go, shall we? I'm alright with the holy water right now. Truth be told. Yup. Do we want to go this way? We've got to go round and up, but I will just go and save it. Oh no, do we? Yes. Just in case. I don't know if I'm powerful enough to take this guy on, but we'll have a go. We will certainly make a fist of it. Oh yes, I forgot about these. The witches. Very frustrating. It would be very useful if the sword would actually target them. In fact, I'm just going to run through here because they are frustrating enemies. They throw cats at you, and I can't be doing with that. It's just not done. It's not done. I mean, who throws cats at people? What is that about? And what kind of magic is that anyway that conjures, just spontaneously conjures cats? The music here is certainly very threatening, isn't it? I really like this witch, though. She's really cool. And I just like this area in general. It's cool. Again, totally optional area. Don't need to come here at all in order to complete the game. Oh, that was a nice critical. I have to say, that was most satisfactory. Yeah, no kidding. Thank you for that. Oh, no, wrong way. I've got to go up and round, haven't I? There we are. Oh, yes. The green blood skeletons. Aha! Okay. Let us go down and save, and then let's have a go at the big bad, shall we? Let's give it a go and see how we do. My guess would be not that well. But we'll see. I was watching an interview with one of the designers of the game where they were saying that they didn't intend it to be beaten in a normal way. Here he is. Galmoth. Big bad. Oh, fucking hell. Jesus, that is powerful. As is that. Jesus God. Can I get behind him? Would that help? Hang on. Screw that. Let me just have, no, not the elixir. I don't want that. I want the high potion. That'll do. We're alright at the moment. Bloody hell, no we're not. No we're not! Oh my god, he's hard. Yeah, he is.
I hope that you might, but all for nothing.
Okay, that's cryptic. That's very cryptic indeed. Let's give him another go. And while we're here, let's get rid of that. And put some high potions on, shall we? Because we're gonna need them! We are most certainly gonna need them here. Yes, this... Oh, look at that. That's very nice. Oh, he's a big un. Oh, you can actually fly up here. And there is a door behind him. That's interesting. Ow! I didn't know he could do that. Oh, fucking hell. He is very tough. But I do know that if you keep at him, he's got another form, and it's a little easier. Oh, God! Yeah, he's tough. Hacking at his legs there. Whoop, 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 whoop. I think this time we will use the elixir. Oh, we've got a couple of those, actually, so we should be alright. Come on, use it, you fool! Just hacking away at his legs there. Because why not? How do you avoid that? It is such a difficult thing to avoid. No! Oh, God. Yeah, he is insanely tough. Oh. All of his attacks hit hard. And they are next to impossible to avoid. Especially that one. I've no idea. I honestly have no idea how you avoid that. Fuck! It catches you and it forces you back. So, what do you do? Damn it! Damn it! Ah! I need some form of, healing? A potion or something would be nice. Do I have any normal potions left? Probably not. Damn it. Have I only got food? Eek. Eek. I suppose I could have put the lightning resist armor on, couldn't I? That might have helped. I've got one potion. Shit. And I did just use it, but it's not, Fuck! No, we're dead. No way. Bloody hell, he's difficult. Let's put the lightning resist armor on and see if that helps. At all. Like, at all. It might. He is bloody tough. Let's have a look. Strong versus lightning attacks. Okay, well that might be useful then. None of these are going to help. What about one of these? Nope, nope. Nope. Improve status after sunset? Nope. Nope. Okay, right. Let's see how we do. We might have a little bit more luck this time. Who knows? We may not. We should have a little bit more resistance to his attacks now, though, one would hope. Ooh. But now his physical attacks can really hurt us, so it's not that good. No, it's definitely not that great. Ah! Definitely not that good. No, this is, we're going to have to Dark Souls this, aren't we? We're going to have to look out for his patterns and his attacks. That's the only way I can see of doing it. Because this is absolutely no way of comporting ourselves. Okie dokes, ladies and gents. I think I will leave it there for now. I'll have a look at how we defeat him, and when next we come back, we will have a proper go at him. Until then, ladies and gents, bye-bye!